Shana Tova, Shana Metuka to everybody. Baruch HaShem, Yom Kippur is behind us, Rosh Hashanah is behind us. But right now is Sukkot. Sukkot is a time where Kadosh Baruch Hu could turn everybody's tshuva that we did from fear into tshuva from love. But it's not without a person's efforts to do actual tshuva. Now, I don't know when's the next time I'll be able to do a shiur, and I figured that this is a good time. Did you see the distribution pictures from what we're doing in Tveria, in the hospitals? Beautiful pictures, beautiful videos. People are grateful for all the donations, and certainly there is a lot more that we can do. But there's also tshuva that we all need to do more kiruv, to help more neshamot. We have to not just help them eat, we have to help them get back to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I'll tell you a couple of stories that literally happened in the last couple of days. We publicized one of them actually last night. A woman that has been suffering so much that the doctor said that she was on her way out. And she says that this is her email. Just a quick acknowledgement that the proof is in the pudding. As you know, I went into the hospital before Rosh Hashanah and I made a donation on Sunday night or Monday for Rosh Hashanah. And 2 days later, while in the hospital, a miracle happened after suffering for over 8 years of excruciating pain in my abdomen when I would eat solid foods. And over the past year and a half, the pain has increased. I wasn't eating very much of solid food at all, and I lost an incredible amount of weight, weighing at 110 pounds. On Wednesday, they did a barium swallow, and thanks to HaShem, thanks to the God of Israel, they found the issues after many scopes, CT scans, and barium swallows throughout the years, and nothing showed up. Even the CAT scan I had 5 days prior to this revealed nothing. The barium I swallowed this time pointed to the problem. I was in shock, so elated. And now, just to fix it, and I hope I will be on the mend in this matter. The doctor said I was on my way out, and I have to be honest, I thought so too. But I kept praying and asking for mercy and help. I thank you and your staff for all your teachings that you put out and how it benefits so many people, I'm sure. He is so great, meaning she's referring to HaShem. There is nothing to compare to him. Thank you, HaShem, and to your team at Bezat HaShem. Kind regards, Sharon. Rabotai Karim, the miracle stories continue to come in. The miracle stories are more and more extraordinary. A person made a big donation relative to her, and she got a cure that's worth more than money. But there are sometimes stories that are also miraculous, but are not so happy. A story that I got this morning, and I'll tell you a little bit of background about this story. Years ago, when I was still giving shiurim with a live audience on a regular basis, a young man came to the shiur. I tried to help him, gave him tzitzit, gave him different books, a bunch of stuff for free to help him do tshuva. At some point, he asked for books to distribute in his community, and I gave it to him, everything for free. We invested hundreds, if not at least $1,500 or $2,000 worth of stuff to give to him to help him do tshuva. I answered many of his questions, tried to do whatever I can. At some point, I ran into somebody in the store that started yelling at me. Who was it? Ended up being this person's mother, who yelled at me for helping her son do tshuva. It wasn't exactly the most pleasing scene, and I certainly would like to forget it, but she didn't like it that her son was doing tshuva. There's nothing I can do about that. I mean, we're trying to help somebody, but unfortunately sometimes the Yetzer Hara sends messengers even from a person's own house. Long story short, Rabotai, this person, didn't necessarily go against, at least not to my knowledge, but he didn't ask as many questions anymore. He didn't stay in touch anymore. I found out through somebody else that he decided that he wants to be involved with Judaism, but not necessarily keeping all of the laws. And it pained me that he was really on an amazing path that was going to get him. Was going to get him back to HaShem, but people got in the way, and he fell for it. Well, just this afternoon at 11:44, one of my very dear students sent me a story, and I'll cut out the name so it doesn't lead to any embarrassment, but Bezat Hashem, he hears this because, and his mom will hear this, because what's happening right now is that he will need everyone's prayers, and he's not alone. Our neighbor, who was the guy that we just spoke about, told me that on Rosh Hashanah, the rabbi of the Bet Knesset gave him an aliyah. Gave him an aliyah to the Torah reading, even though it's known that he doesn't exactly observe Shabbat, and which is not allowed. But he got an aliyah. Aside from that, he told me, meaning he told this person, my student, that on Friday morning, that he got hungry on Yom Kippur, so he ate, meaning he violated Yom Kippur. Later that night, Friday night, we're just talking about a couple of days ago, he was walking back home with the rabbi. The rabbi that does not want to give musar. The rabbi that does not want to help this guy actually do tshuva. He was walking back home with him. As they were crossing the street, a car hit him, making him fly into the air. He fell face down. He's currently in the hospital. He can't feel his legs, nor sit up on his own. He has several vertebrae broken in his neck, along with many herniated discs, and is using a neck support. He's a long way to recovery. It's sad to see that some people need to learn the hard way. I visited him in the hospital just earlier. This is the person that's sending it to me. I reminded him that we all need to do tshuva. I don't know what else I can do or say to him that can help him. As I've said in previous lectures, there's two types of nisim that HaKadosh Baruch Hu does. Nes letova, nes lera'ah. There's a good miracle, there's a bad miracle. And right now a person got a bad miracle. Why is it a miracle? Because the Torah Kedusha says somebody that violates Yom Kippur, it's a death penalty. It's skila. And the miraculous thing here is that it happened literally after this person violated Yom Kippur. Now I'm sure he violated Yom Kippur before this. But this time, when HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, you know, you heard, and you still did things that are against me, I'll give you the punishment, but I'll keep you alive. The skila is getting hit by a car. Same thing as stoning. But I'll keep you alive. Why? Because I still want you to do tshuva. I still want you to come back to Abba, to Avinu Shebashamayim. Rabutai Yekarim. Am Yisrael is at a situation where if they do not have the truth of the Torah available to them, it's no longer the same leniencies and endless patience as we've had in the past. We see that people are being judged much more frequently, much quicker. And really all we want in life is to help Am Yisrael do tshuva. We don't want anyone to get hit by a car. We don't want anyone to be sick. We want miracles. We want somebody to do tshuva, they make a little donation, and get cured. We want somebody to do tshuva, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu fixes their problems. We want somebody to do tshuva, and they built a Beit Ne'eman B'Yisrael, a house full of Torah, a house full of Kedusha, Shlom Beit, righteous kids, amazing, beautiful things. That's what we want. That's all we want. I don't want anything else. I don't want millions. I don't want billions. I don't want business. All I want to do is to help you do tshuva. That's all I want in life. And the reality is, Rabotai Karim, is that yes, we helped countless people, hundreds of thousands of people eat and get financial assistance, and countless people do tshuva, but there's still many of our brothers and sisters that have not. In order for us to get to that next level, before chas v'shalom, any bad things happen to any hair on anybody's head. We need to grow. We need to reach more people. We need to do more, to give more of these kiruv boxes to people for free, to give more books, to do more shulim, to have a place where people can come and pray and learn and learn the truth and stay away from the lies that unfortunately they get from other places. Not all places, but unfortunately the Satan is in a lot of places. All I want to do, all what Rav Ephraim wants to do, all of what Rav Shavit wants to do, all of what Rav Leib wants to do, all of the Rabbanim of Irgun Be'ezrat Hashem want to do, all of what the entire staff that's literally all over the world, from Canada to Indonesia to Russia to America to Israel, literally Colombia, all over the world. All we all want to do is to help Am Yisrael do tshuva. And for that, I'm begging you, please help us. If you can donate to help us grow the organization, to help us buy a building and make a huge headquarters where hundreds and hundreds of people can come learn every single day, please help. If you can help us by sharing the shulim, help us. If you could help us by distributing the stuff for free, help us. If you could help us by sponsoring some of these kiruv boxes, help us. All I'm asking you is that do something to help Am Yisrael not just eat physically, but spiritually, because we don't want any more bad miracles. We want good ones. I tried helping this young man. You have no idea. What I'm telling you is just a small token of what we tried. I try helping a lot of people. There's different people, we send them packages, we invest money into them to help them, free stuff. We talk to them, we answer their questions, and Baruch Hashem, many times it works. Most of the time it works. Unless there's some type of messenger of the Satan that confuses them, that gets them back off the path and ruins everything. It works. It works. It works. Just this holiday, Baruch Hashem, we've helped several people that we didn't even know existed before we met them. People that fell off the derech, people that have never been on the derech. There's so many people that are looking for the truth. And what we want to do, all we want to do, is to magnify the message that we've done over the years. The film HaShem Took Back His Millions has reached 15 different languages and millions of views. The film of Tikkun HaBrit reached millions and millions of views in many languages. The Gog Magog movie is being translated to other languages as we speak. The Ora Ganuz, all of these films are affecting people. The Shiurim that we do every week, the Shiurim that Rabbi Ephraim does every single day, all these are helping people. They're helping them come back to Avinu Shebashamayim. And all we want to do is more. A lot more. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is showing us that the ball is in our hands to at least do our ishtadlut, to do our efforts. And that means that each and every single person can choose to be the partner in that or not. When the Mashiach comes, he's going to ask everybody, what did you do to bring me? Buying a $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 watch didn't help. Buying a bigger house didn't help. Buying another aliyah to show off that you have money and tell people that you're now going to have good parnasah for this year didn't help. What did you do? Even learning on your own didn't do it. Why? Because your neighbor, your cousin, your brother, your sister, different people all over, we're still eating on Yom Kippur. We're still violating Shabbat. And no one was giving them the truth. It's time, Rabotai, that each and every single one of us do more. Not just the typical, let's just throw another few dollars there that doesn't bother me. Every single person has to do the maximum. This is the time. Rabotai Karim, over the last month, we've publicized countless miracles that people are seeing. Already some people donated $26,000, some people donated $100,000, some people donated $2,000, some people donated a few $100s. But each and every single one of them was happy about it, and some of them are already seeing their miracles. But I could tell you one thing: the biggest miracle that anybody could ever get is to see the bracha in their own life when their entire family, their entire circle of people are going b'derech HaShem. They're going in the way of HaShem. Why? Because that's a bracha that doesn't leave. That's a bracha that brings more brachot. Now everybody knows somebody. Everybody is connected to someone that's far from HaShem. Instead of focusing all of your efforts to try to get them, help us get everyone. Because the more we help everyone, the more HaKadosh Baruch Hu will give extra blessings to help those that are close to you. Each person has to make an extra effort, because this is the opportunity of a lifetime. We have the tools, we have the track record, and more than anything else, we have the desire and the passion to help Am Yisrael do tshuva. Be'ezrat Hashem, every one of you will choose wisely and donate generously, so we could finally get Am Yisrael, all of Am Yisrael, to do complete tshuva and be a or lagoim. There'll be so much kedusha and light coming from Am Yisrael that even the nations will see and say, that's the wise nation that HaKadosh Baruch Hu chose. Let me join them. Let me join. I want to be like them. Instead of focusing on all the anti-Semitism and the negative media and all the horrible things that are happening, let me be one of these chosen people. And that way, Rabotai, you will bring not only a blessing to yourself, to your family, to your community, but you will actually bring a blessing to all of Am Yisrael and to the entire world. Please, I beg you, make your top investment, your top priority right now to help us help Am Yisrael do tshuva. Because that is a blessing that you could bring upon yourself that's unlike anything else. And I could assure you, every single person that does the true maximum, and only HaKadosh Baruch Hu knows what is your maximum, every single person that does the true maximum to help us will see open miracles. This year, will see open miracles in their life. Will see endless blessings. I've seen it with my own eyes, and we're publicizing it. And the one common denominator of all of these people is that they all did the maximum. For one person, the maximum was $100,000. For another person, the maximum was $800. Another person, the maximum was $3,000. Another person was $10,000. Everybody had their, whatever they did that was a maximum, HaKadosh Baruch Hu responded quickly. But for some people, that not only did they not do the maximum, they did the opposite. They listened to the Yetzirah. HaKadosh Baruch Hu also did something for them. Why? Because if you don't want to accept the Torah at face value, then HaKadosh Baruch Hu has to take you through a different route. A route that I am personally very familiar with. As you all know, if you watch my movie, HaShem took back his millions. I don't want you to go through that. I promise you, there's nothing better than going in the way of HaShem. And all of the blessings of the Torah, Be'ezrat Hashem, will be fulfilled on each and every single one of you that does the maximum. This is the time to take action. Yes, we're helping people eat. Yes, we're helping people pay bills. Yes, we're helping people do a lot of good things. But we also have to help them come back to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And there's a lot more of that can be done if we have more of your partnership. You can choose. Be'ezrat Hashem, we will succeed, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu will send us everything we need to help all of Am Yisrael do tshuva. And each and every single one of you that has watched this far will be a very significant partner in it. Thank you very much. Chag Sameach. And Be'ezrat Hashem, look forward to the good news.
מכאן המקום להודות לרב ירון ראובן, שם שבגולה, והוא אמנם נמצא בגולה, אבל היא פה כאן בארץ ישראל, ובפרט בטבריה, שדואג למשפחות נזקקות, באמת לפני החג. אין מילים, באמת שאין מילים. לפני שבאתי לפה, התקשרתי לכמה משפחות להגיד להם שאני הולך אליהם, והשמחה והברכה שפרצה מליבם זה שווה את הכל. תברך בעליון, וכל הברכות, רפואה שלמה, ושתביא תחת לכוח להמשיך לעשות חייל בעזרת השם. תודה, חג שמח.
תודה רבה לארגון בעזרת השם העומדים בראשו, הרב ירון ראובן, הרב אפרים כחלון והרב שלמה שרביט, שדואגים לנו תמיד לתושבי העיר טבריה בלב רחב ועין טובה. תודה רבה רבה רבה.